Alrighty, folks, major combatants of World War II. First and foremost, we have the Allies. We've got the United States of America. The Stars and Stripes sitting there in the back. We've got Great Britain here with the Union Jack in the front, and the USSR located in the middle, the hammer and sickle. We've got the Axis. We've got Italy down there, the green, the white, and the red. Fascist Nazi Germany in the middle, and Imperial Japan off to the right. Next, the leaders of the Allies. We've got United Kingdom led by the Bulldog, Winston Churchill. We'll go into a little bit more detail in class about Mr. Winston Churchill. Quite an interesting man. The Soviet Union, USSR, led by Joe Steele, Uncle Joe, Joseph Stalin, the man with a mustache off to the left. And the United States, led for the majority of the war by Franklin D. Roosevelt, the man in the middle. And then Harry S. Truman is going to come in towards the end of the war. Now, your question of the day: why does the United States have two leaders when everyone else only has one? Well, Franklin D. Roosevelt is going to die, and then his vice president, Harry Truman, is going to come in, finish the war off for the United States of America. The Axis is going to be led by these three men. Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, the man with the square mustache right there. Benito Mussolini, Il Duce, okay, the leader of Italy right through there, fascist Italy. And then Japan's going to have two, and we're going to talk about why they have two. Emperor Hirohito is going to be the man off to the right with all the medallions. They both have medallions. The guy with the shoulder cuffs, okay, he's going to be the emperor of Imperial Japan. He's going to be viewed as a living god, very important. People are willing to do really anything for the emperor. However, the day-to-day business is going to be Hideki Toyo. It's going to be a military kind of takeover where the military is going to control what's going on inside Japan. Toyo is going to be the man who's controlling that. But you're going to see here Hirohito talked about, especially in a lot of different propaganda. So you need to understand those two men leading Japan at this time period. Now, we've got to talk about totalitarianism. You really cannot understand World War II if you don't first understand what totalitarianism is. Now, totalitarianism is a system of government where the government controls every aspect of public and private life. So whatever's going on in a country, the government is the one in charge. Individual rights are not viewed as important at all. The more important thing is the needs of the nation. So if you're a drain on the nation and they decide they're going to kill you because you're a drain of the nation, your individual rights to life do not matter so much as the nation's right to be successful. Okay, so the needs of the nation are more important than the needs of the individual. And this is going to give rise to fascism. Now, fascism is a definition and a term you want to know. It's a military government which is based on racism and nationalism with a strong support from the business community. So it's this totalitarian system based upon racism and nationalism. And the business community is very supportive of this because it tends to be very good for business. Now, we're going to talk about the rise of Adolf Hitler. Okay, it's kind of going to really bring about World War II in general. Hitler, first off, is going to come and he's going to peacefully annex Austria and Czechoslovakia in 1938. So it's going to basically waltz on in, say, hey, Czechoslovakia, you're going to now be German. Hey, Austria, you're also going to be German. And this is going to be setting up for his invasion of Poland. Now, Hitler is going to also at this time sign a non-aggression pact with the USSR. This is simply going to state that they are not going to invade the USSR, but they're going to invade Poland, and they're going to split Poland in half, where the Germans are going to take the eastern or the western side of Poland and the Soviets will take the eastern side of Poland. Not really good for the Poles, but Hitler really doesn't care. And this is because Hitler does not want a two-front war. He learned from World War I when the Germans got caught in a two-front war with the French and the Soviets, or the Russians. It did not go well for the Germans. Hitler wants to avoid that, and thus he's going to sign this non-aggression pact with the USSR. There you go. Questions, comments, put them down below. Otherwise, I will see you later. Good luck.